Sometimes what you do after buying a policy matters just as much as what you chose before it. This is a story about transitions, not just about insurers, but between hope and helplessness, between confusion and clarity. It's also a reminder of how the right support can make all the difference when systems don't respond the way you expect it to. Back in August 2024, a customer decided to port his parents' existing health insurance policy, let's call it Policy A, from Insurer A to a new plan, that is Policy B from Insurer B. The family had been covered under Policy A for over 6 years, and the expiry date of that policy was 30th September. The new plan under Insurer B was issued on 15th August. So far, so smooth. The porting was done within IDI timeline, and coverage continuity was in place. But then came an unexpected blow. On 23rd September, just a little over a month after the new policy was issued, the client's mother, who was also covered in the policy, was diagnosed with cancer after undergoing a consultation and a round of diagnostic tests. The treating doctor recommended immediate hospitalization and surgery. The family proceeded with the doctor's advice and got her admitted to a network hospital under Insurer B on 10th of October. As usual, we helped them file a cashless request, a standard process in health insurance where the insurer settles the hospital bills directly and the family doesn't have to pay a penny out of pocket. However, things quickly took a turn. Once the cashless request was registered and the supporting documents reviewed, Insurer B rejected the claim, citing non-disclosure of cancer. Now, to make matters worse, they terminated the policy altogether, stating that the pre-existing condition had not been disclosed at the time of proposal. Now, this can be an incredibly difficult and confusing moment for families, not just because of the medical urgency, but also the sense of helplessness when an insurer really backs out in the last moment. But here's where our claims team kicked in. We first reassured the client and asked them to share every single document that they had: consultation papers, diagnostic reports, biopsy results, anything that could help reconstruct the timeline. On going through the reports in detail, we found that the first consultation itself had happened only after the policy was issued, which meant that the diagnosis and symptoms came into the picture only after the coverage under Policy B had begun. Now, this is important because in health insurance, non-disclosure only holds if the condition existed or was known before buying the policy. If symptoms, diagnosis, or treatment begins after the policy is issued, it cannot be classified as non-disclosure. Now, armed with this evidence, we advise the client to apply for a reimbursement claim since cashless was already denied. While we worked on building the submission, our team also drafted a formal response to the insurer, clearly explaining the timeline and citing the first consultation date post-policy issuance. The insurer then initiated an internal investigation, which is a process that can feel slow and opaque, especially when dealing with sensitive illnesses like cancer. But we kept following up. And over 2 months, our team ensured the client wasn't left in dark. We maintained communication with both the insurer and the client, bridging the gap between paperwork and progress. Finally, the insurer acknowledged the case merit. They not only approved the reimbursement of the entire hospitalization cost, but also reinstated the terminated policy, a decision that brought immense relief to the family. Now, what could have ended in a permanent claim rejection and cancellation of cover was reversed. Because you see, folks, we just didn't file the claim. We fought for it with facts, documents, and empathy. This is what having Ditto by your side truly means. When you buy a policy through us, you just don't get free advice. You get free lifetime claim support delivered by a team that doesn't stop at form filling. We stay through the phone calls, the escalations, and even dead ends until the outcome is fair. Now, if you're considering buying health insurance for your family or just want to make sure that you'll be supported when it matters the most, book a free call with Ditto today. No spam and no pressure, just someone to count on when the system doesn't. The link is in the description. Alright folks, I'll see you in the next claim story. Until then, happy insurance hunting.